International Women's Day is March 8th every year. International Women's Day, also known as IWD, had its origins more than 100 years ago in political movements in the US and Europe for gaining women the right to vote and ending employment sex discrimination. The United Nations began observing International Women's Day in 1975 as part of the International Women's Year. And in 1977, the UN General Assembly invited member nations to proclaim March 8th as the International Day for Women's Rights and World Peace. I'm here to celebrate, to educate, to motivate, and to appreciate International Women's Day. All of those who have celebrated it, who are celebrating it, and who will celebrate it. And most importantly, all of us through time that are working for equality, equity, for women, men, those of all gender identities. Appreciate women that you know, that are your ancestors, who inspire you. Today, express that appreciation in some way, in a meditation, through direct communication, by posting something on social media, by talking with a friend, family members. Appreciate International Women's Day and those who are working to embrace equity. That is this year's theme for International Women's Day. Embrace equity. Today is a great day to educate, learn about International Women's Day. How's it being celebrated today around the world? I'm celebrating in a variety of ways. I'm trying out this live stream to my Selena Fox YouTube channel. I will be in a series of meetings today on women's issues and working for that equity that International Women's Day is sending forth to motivate all celebrating the International Women's Day 2023, Embrace Equity. At midday today, noon Central Time, I'll be part of a webinar with the Parliament of the World's Religions. That is an international interreligious organization and endeavor. I've been part of the Parliament of the World's Religions since its centennial rebirth in 1893. In 1993. And 1893, suffragettes and suffragists were part of the very first Parliament of the World's Religions. And I'm happy to say that women have continued to not only participate in the Parliament of the World's Religions, that brings together leaders, scholars, thinkers, activists, people of many different spiritual paths from around the world. But women have been in the leadership. And may we continue to embrace equity going forward. The next Parliament of the World's Religions is August 14th through 18th in Chicago. I'll be one of the speakers along with hundreds of others, and there'll be thousands of people from the world religions, including nature spirituality and all of its diverse, amazing forms. Wiccan spirituality, Druidism, heathenry, animism, goddess spirituality, eco-spirituality, many different forms of paganism will have participants that will be present. And some of us are also doing some of the programming. I'll be doing 2 rituals. One, a ceremony for planet Earth with members of the Circle Sanctuary community and some pagan elders from other traditions and organizations. And I'll be bringing the goddess Bridget back to the Parliament this year, as I've done in past years. This year, I will have a Bright Bridget meditation. I'm looking forward not only to the event this August, but to the webinar this noontime on April 8th, 2023. I'll also be involved in some other events. I'm going to go online and check out some live events, discover that, and I will be in a meeting this afternoon working to have women reclaim their reproductive rights, their bodily autonomy here in Wisconsin and in the USA. We need to have equity in terms of how we function in the world. And that means government, get your hands off our bodies with your laws. The anti-abortion laws that are in place now in some states in the USA, and those that are being pushed through state legislatures are a violation of the US Constitution. We are guaranteed by the US Constitution freedom of religion, the right to worship as we please. It is against our law to legislate a particular religious belief and enforce that on the population. Unfortunately, the anti-abortion legislation is doing just that. I've been involved in interreligious work since 1963. Yes, some support work for the March on Washington, where Martin Luther King Jr. and a lot of other people, including women, stood up for equal rights for people of all paths and races. And I can tell you from direct experience, as well as through education, about the world's religions, the diversity of religions, that religions don't all agree as to when life starts, and religions don't all agree on what options are available for their adherents regarding reproductive choice. We need to uphold religious freedom for all, to have religious freedom that allows us to practice our religion as we feel called, but religious freedom that is not used as a weapon for bigotry, as unfortunately some political forces in the USA and other parts of the world are doing. That's not religious freedom. Religious freedom is the freedom to believe and to practice our beliefs as we are called to do by our spiritual path, and not to infringe on those rights of others. So this is a day for activism. I invite you all to motivate yourself, motivate others, motivate people that you know to stand up for equal rights for people of all genders, to stand up for equality for women, not only in your area, in your nation, but around the world. And now that we're going off planet, beyond. This is a powerful day to celebrate. In addition to appreciating and educating ourselves, motivating ourselves and others to take action, it is a day to celebrate. And I give thanks to all of you who are watching live here on YouTube now and in other times. International Women's Day, appreciate, educate, motivate, celebrate, appreciate, educate, motivate, celebrate, appreciate, educate, motivate, celebrate. Thank you for joining me, and have a powerful and wonderful International Women's Day today, March 8th, 2023. May you continue to join the quest and the large group of us around the world that are working for equal rights for women now and in the times to come. So mote it be.
He's almost ready.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, bye.